What is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Today I just want to give you a few tips on how to improve your win rate, how to make your order blocks a bit better, how to spot them a little bit better, understanding, of course, the liquidity and inducement. I do have a video, a particular video regarding that, so I'm just going to link it above in the corner, so you're going to see it. And in case, maybe just go ahead and watch that video, and then you can come back and watch this one now. So this particular one, I want to show you, of course, and how important it is to understand a structure. Okay, and understanding that liquidity and inducement are two different, like, they work a little different, but at the end they are the same thing. Like, inducement and liquidity is basically the same thing. Is the market taking money from you, right? From us, right? The market is just pretty much doing a, what is, as a retail trader, it's called a fake out, right? Will pretend it's going to a certain direction and then it's going to come back. That is taking liquidity, right? It's basically what is called inducement, when the price fakes, a movement to the upside. Now it's inducing people to get into buys. And I'm going to get into that point right here. And this is structure. So let's go ahead and check out from the top where the direction is going, where the market is actually going. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and just get the pen tool right here. Now we're seeing basically the price is, it's actually, of course, is starting from here. So market is, we're having a big impulse right here. We do have a pullback, and then after that we do have a little, little push, correction, and we have this big push right there. Of course, with that push, the market is breaking this right here. Let's say this is our first break of a structure, our first BOS right there. After that, what the market does is, after that break of a structure, you see that the price pushes up, starts pushing up. Normally, and a smart money trader will try to look for order blocks right away. And I also explained this in a previous class. So normally, a smart money trader will look for an order block to jump in right in this area to go sell it right away, right? Most likely, there is got to be something formed here, okay? Something that it could be tempting to get in, okay? Like an order block. So what's happening here is that in this area, I explained it on my previous video also, this is not an actual order block. This is called POI, right? This is basically a point of interest, okay? What's happening right there, this is a fake order block, right? For even new smart money traders, they will try to get in. Let me clean this a little bit. So they will try to get in into this area right there to go selling, right? But in reality, what the market is going to do is just push up, get you out. The money right here, you pay attention. The market right here is taking money from everywhere. It's taking money from the people who was getting into a buy right there. They place the stop loss here and they take profit here, perhaps, right? So that push is causing you to get out of the trade. It's stopping you out. So it's grabbing already liquidity right there, right? And not just that, the market is trying to break it, looking like it's breaking this structure to the upside. You see, can you guess what it's doing also there? It's inducing. It's inducing also buyers to get in there, maybe placing the stop loss here and TP there, because they're saying, oh, there's a breakout of a structure now to the upside, so let's go ahead and buy, right? It's a retail trade. So that's what the market actually does. Induces people to get into buy, to take liquidity. And at the end of the day, like, this inducement right here is liquidity, it's money, right? The market is taking money. That's why almost like liquidity and inducement is basically the same thing. But look how it works, right? The market creates the order block right here, right? Which you may think it's an order block, but it's actually a POI. But market creates the order block right there. Price pushes up. It gets you out, induces people to buy, right? Right here, this is an inducement. I normally do it with an X. So I know that that is actually an inducement. So after that, what the market does, just go out down instead and now breaks this low. So it creates a new boss, a new BOS, a new break of the structure to the downside after the inducement. Okay. Now, what the market does then, in this case, price after break this structure pulls back, immediately dropping. Now, this drop right here, what is it doing? What is this drop doing? This drop is causing people or thinking that this is actually another break of a structure to the downside, but no, this is actually an inducement. Look what the market does. Price pulls back, actually induces people also right here. We have another inducement right there before dropping. Now this is the actual boss. This is the break of a structure. Let me go ahead and actually just clean out those lines to make it better, right? So I want you guys to understand this very, very cool. Right? So we have our first break of a structure right here, right? As I mentioned, right here, we see the market inducing. So this is my inducement right here. Market pushes up, takes down this. After the price pushes up and takes down the first lower high, right? It confirms that this is my lower low. Hold on. I used the wrong. So it confirms that this is my lower low. This was my previous lower low. The breakout of this structure confirms that this is a lower high, right? Look at this. So price breaks, creates a lower low. Price pushes up, that confirms the lower low. Okay, it's very important to understand that this lower low is confirmed after the first breakout of the first lower high, the closest lower high, which was this one, right there. After that push, the price drops very strong. That drop breaking this previous low, now this definitely confirms that this is a lower high, right? Market is market has induced people here to go buy. This is our boss, right? Now this break of a structure to the downside, is this actually a break of a structure? Is this actually a boss? Yes, it is, because it took inducement, right? It took this high out before coming back down again, right? So yes, this is a break of a structure. Now look at what's happening in here, in this drop. Is this a break of a structure? New traders, new smart money traders, or retail traders, they will say, yes, that's a break of a structure. But in reality, this is not a break of a structure. This is inducement. This is actually an inducement, because look at what the market is doing. The market has, after this high, price drop, okay, but price is pushing up and dropping. You might think, okay, but I have now another low and another low. No, in reality, that is not the low. This is what's happening. The price is pushing up again, taking also another inducement right here. The direction is still bearish. Now pay attention, because this is the cool part right here. So we do have that inducement, right? Inducing people to continue selling, right? But guess what? Now the price will push up, stopping them out. Now price pushing up right here, breaking apparently this high right there. It's inducing people to buy, but in reality, no, it's not ready to buy. After that inducement, this is the first break. You see that this is the first break of the first lower high, right? This break right there is the first break of this one, the first lower high. So that means that once this high right here, depending on which direction it's going to take, right? But at this point, this is not a confirmation of a lower high yet. The last lower high was right here. This is not a lower high yet. This is not a lower high yet until it breaks now the structure. So it broke right here. So this, after the breakout, after the price dropping and breaking this low, that's this right here is definitely our break of a structure finally. And look at what's happening. So after that break of a structure, what do we have? We have a push, pullback, push. This, you see what is happening right at this point. After this boss right there, what is the market doing right here? That's my change of character. Okay, that is the actual change of character. If one of these lines would have actually breaking, let's say this push would have breaking this high right there, that's a change of character. That would have been my change of character. Maybe the price will pull back to an order block right here, then do this, right? So normally, you know that a change of character happens when the market breaks a previous, in this case, we're bearish. So if it breaks a previous lower high, that's my change of character. So now the idea here is to wait for the pullback, right, to activate a potential order block. So normally, maybe perhaps an order block would be somewhere here. Market will pull back, let's say to this zone, to then go buy, right? So, but look at what's happening, because this people still gets trapped into this. So this was the lowest point. The price did break this high. Now this is a confirmation of the lowest point, and after that, price continues pushing up. You see that this right here in this area, what do we have? Price is breaking the structure. Depending on what we saw here, this could be just inducement. Okay, where's the thing? This is an inducement. Price prepares. Now price drops and breaks all these lows right here. This is the liquidity graph right there, is taking all the liquidity below this, sitting below this lows, is taking the liquidity to now go buy to where? Maybe that high, and the stop loss somewhere there. So we got a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We got a push right there. That break to the upside, this marks our higher high. Now we have our direction changing. Okay, we have our change of character. We have our last break of structure, right? Now internally, you see all the noise. Externally, which is the green line, you see that it's normally the straight line uh, that moves. Let me go ahead and show you now a few samples now on the charts. Okay, so here we are on GBP USD, and I'm on a daily time frame. This actually is, it's kind of happening right now. So let me show you. So you see, for example, the market is structured, right? Price recently broke very strong, had a very big drop right here. Now it's pulling back. Potential continuation down to the downside, maybe breaking this low right there. Okay, maybe this was the previous low. Maybe the market did here, boom, something like that. Right? We're just going to focus in this area. Okay, where is the closest order block that at least, well, right now it's because it's already reacting, which is, let me just change this to this area right here. Okay, here we do have that the market, you know, actually touched that order block, mitigated. You see the liquidity, the market took this highs out or induced buyers to get in. You see? So in a daily time frame, even right here now on a daily time frame, you are seeing that. So that could be, you could say that's liquidity or inducement, whatever. It's the same. It's money that is being taken from the markets, right? After the market taking down this highs, another price pushing up, it's getting all these highs, people who are selling from here, taking them out. Now going a little higher, mitigating an order block to go selling. Let's try to go here in smaller time frames, like 1 hour, 15 minute. Normally 15 minute is really cool, depending, of course, what you're trying to see. But you see that the market has started to react in that zone. Okay, let me try to just move that zone a little bit away. And I want to see and focus what is actually happening here, because I want to learn how to spot the actual change of character, the actual change of direction, because the market did reach that OB, right, on bigger time frame. And now you want to see the shift of the market. You want to see where the actual change of the direction happens. Okay, so let's go ahead and maybe see what happened in this area, this specific area. So of course I am seeing a big push from here. All right, I'm seeing a big push. Let's just mark it up. I see a big push and a pullback right there. So this was definitely one of the highs, right? The body of the candle closing. So I want to say that's a break of a structure to the upside. That's a BOS. The next high, this break right there, let me put it here, from here to here. Is this a boss? Let me remember that the body of the candle has to actually close above this candle, like this week right there. If I close in, you see the top, yeah, the body at least, even a little bit. So yes, that definitely counts as my break of a structure. That's definitely a break of a structure. Okay, it is not just a week. So what happens after that? Look at what we have. And this is very important because people don't understand this structure. So many people will say that the change of character, because it looks like it's shifting already, so starting to, like, market is breaking these lows right there. People will say that this is the actual change of character. I will tell you why this is actually wrong. Okay, because you have to pay attention where the push started. Where did the push start? The push started from here, right? Boom, this is like the lowest low. Let's go ahead and mark it up this way. I'm going to put with the market, this is the lower low, I'm sorry, higher low and higher high, right? So higher high, higher low. Now the price breaks. As soon as it breaks, boom, stops right there and then drops. So this, at this point, this is my now new higher high. And after that, what does the market do? This candle breaks and then pulls back. Where is the deepest point after the breakout of the structure? Is right here. So this is why this is where the change of character is happening. It's right here. Okay, this is the lowest point. That means that now with this break of a structure to the upside, it confirms that this is my higher low. Okay, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high. And of course, now what's happening? You see, where is the breakout that confirms that this is my next higher high? Where's the look at what's happening? Of course, it's a higher high. It's a higher high right there. But look at what's happening after that. What the market does after that. This is the highest point from here. And then it has a big drop. It has a push, pull back, push, pull back, push. It was a big drop. Where is the actual now? How do I know where's the actual lowest point after the break of the structure? As I show you on the pictures, um, on the drawings, you have to wait for the market to break the first, after the low, to break the first, in this case, lower high. Let's see, where is that? You can say that maybe this was the price to stop right here, and it did this, then another push, then right here. You can say that maybe this was the actual um, inducement, right? The break that confirmed that this is the lowest, that this was the actual highest point, and this is the lowest point so far. So this is now my new lower low. This is a lower high. My lower low is right here. Now I'm going to be looking for a lower high. Where is that lower high after this higher high? Let's see what's happening. You can say that here we also have inducement here. Basically, the market is taking liquidity from these zones right there, right? You see that there was an aggressive sale. Many traders could have said, oh, okay, but there's an order block right here, right? There's an order block right here, oh, and of course another order block at the top, maybe taking this one right here, right? So there was an order block right here, and there was an order block right here. Which one do you think it's actually the POI, right? This one in this zone, because it's the one that has less liquidity. You normally want to wait for the market to build up completely and to see the structure and to see the actual liquidity where the money is sitting, right? So all completely above this highs, there was money sitting, right? So money sitting above this highs. This is the actual liquidity right there. So from this point, basically, you see now what the market does. It pushes up, takes liquidity, all the liquidity right here, mitigates the order block, and then drops. After that drop, so far we have that this is the lowest point, this is a lower low. Now, where's the lower high? The lower high apparently could be this one right there, but we have to see, because I want to see, in order for this to be confirmed as a lower high, I want to see a break of a structure. So let's see where that happens. So from here to here, is this a break of a structure? Can we call this a boss? No, right? We cannot call this a boss because there's no, the body of the candle is not closing below the previous low. So this is inducement. It's inducing in smaller time frames, it's inducing people to just continue selling. The market pushes up, takes the first high, which could be here. After taking the first high, that's another inducement right there. After taking the first high, what the market does is, look at this, it also actually had another order block right there. It did mitigate that order block after taking all this liquidity. It was kind of like moving sideways, technically. But you see the inducement. Now the break of a structure, where does it happen? Here. This is our boss. So now that we have our boss right here, that confirms that our lower high is actually right here. After that, of course, the price drops very strong. Now, what are we seeing? The price has to break the first structure, right, for this low to be confirmed. So where is the first? We can say that maybe right here, we're seeing the market actually taking that out. So this is basically inducement. This confirms now that this is my lowest point right there. What is the market doing? I think the market is pushing back up to mitigate another order block right here, right? You see, now all this noise right here, it's being taken down. All this is money sitting right here. All of that is liquidity, right? After that, what the market does, look at that nice drop after taking down. So that confirms that from here, I'm going to put now this is my next boss, break of the structure. See, the market is shifting already, right? Now this confirms that break of a structure to the downside. That confirms that this is now our next lower high. Price breaks to the downside, very strong. You see what's happening right there? Even right here in this point, we can say drops, pulls back. We can say, yeah, we can say right here that the market is inducing. That's an inducement, or you can take this one right here, the actual inducement right there, the biggest one. The lowest point would be perhaps here now. Now price pushes up and breaks this low. After breaking it, that confirms that this is the highest point right there. And we have our next break of structure. So you see, I hope you understand now like where to mark up the actual BOS, when is actually a BOS or an inducement, right? This could be actually a little or a minor break of a structure, right, like that, but I would put this as it's a minor one. after seeing this push. Now let's try to see. Oh, look at what the market did after that. Holy cow! All right, I'm guessing maybe there's an order block here, maybe on bigger time frame. Well, let's say you spotted this OB as well, and you are like, okay, killing it. So you're entering on that. You see market taking, those highs out. Boom, you have the inducement. After the inducement, the price breaks the low. So now you have this confirmation of this low, this confirmation of this high. You see, this lower high isn't higher than this one. It's just barely there. And now let's see where this is taking us, because it did have a big meltdown recently. So let's see, now it's pulling back. But this is a big drop. Where's the lowest point? Wow. But this is the news. Like, this is very weird right here. But let's say this is the lowest point. Price is breaking the first high. Yeah, it's very rare. This formation right now is becoming a little weird. It's because of the how the market is reacting because of the news. Well, let's say market taking this, at least this one here, or even this one here, right? This is definitely a lowest point. Now we just have to wait. I don't know, maybe on a bigger time frame there's some order block right here, or maybe it's the price will continue pushing up to somewhere here. But just to understand now, see where we're coming from, see where the change of character happened. Started from here. So if you want to draw now the lines, let's see if we can join those points. See, from this point right here, you got push, you got a pullback, push, pullback. So this is a high, and now has the first lower low. After that lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Then after that, what do we have? Market continues. We have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then we have that big drop. That maybe that drop could be to here. I think it's here because that's the lowest. That little wick right there is lower than this one, so it should be there. But anyways, you see where the change happened and the reason why happened. You see, it was rejecting a very strong order block on the daily time frame. So I hope you guys understand this. You see how I did it? Just basically following the structure, okay? Marking them up just to test it out and just to see and to understand how the market moves. Where and when are higher highs and higher lows created is very important, because sometimes you can miss, or you can just misunderstand what is actually happening. Where is the change of character happening? Sometimes you might think that a change of character is happening, but the direction is not ready to drop, like it's not ready to change just yet. Okay, it's very important to know where you're standing, all that stuff. Opportunity to sell. You see all the order blocks that I just mentioned, right? You had opportunity to sell here, you had opportunity to sell here, opportunity to sell here, opportunity to sell here, maybe somewhere here also. And this looks like it got mitigated already. But hey, a lot of opportunities. And normally these sales, they are huge. They are very big. You can either, you have plenty rules. You can either choose the entire order block, or you can go with the 50%. A lot of things you can do with this thing. If you want to actually learn and master this thing, and you want to actually keep watching more of this, just make sure maybe to visit my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. I do offer a bundle right now. That bundle comes with my course, mentorship, and a VIP signal group for life. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and you will find the actual link in the description of this video. So right here were all very nice big opportunities to go send. As I mentioned, it's if you want to even make it smaller, which is what I'm trying to teach on the group, is try to catch sniper entries like this. Try to catch really good sniper entries. That's the secret, literally, for this type of strategies. Normally, to catch 1 to 13, 1 to 6, I promise that the way I teach, you will be catching at least minimum 1 to 7 or 1 to 6 as minimum. From everything from there and up, it's very often 1 to 13, 1 to 20 risk to reward is actually very simple to spot it. But you need to practice a lot. Okay, it needs a lot of hard work. It's not just going to happen just like that. All right. So again, if you want to follow me also on my free Telegram group, just go ahead, check it out. The links is in the description, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.